Okay, hi everybody. It's sleeting out, so it's a beautiful day here at the new building. Steven's filming. My son CJ and I came and we already put some Legos around this column over here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put Legos around each column, all 4 of these, and it's gonna look like the building's held up by Legos. Our sign's gonna be right up on here, right? Out there's gonna be a lawn sign so that when cars are coming from either direction, they're gonna see our sign, but it's gonna have Legos. It's gonna be built out of Legos also. So we're going Lego crazy. Oh, by the way, they're not called Legos, so they're called jumbo blocks, all right? So, all right, we're going in. Park's holding the door. Oh, by the way, all of this is subject to change, so don't, we might change our mind. But you see these? This was like a garden area. They would put like plants. And I think that's not fun at all. So we're gonna drill a hole in this somehow. It seems like some kind of weird metal, but we're gonna drill a hole, put some putters around, and when people come to visit, they can always putt a little bit, get their golf game going well. So, all right, we come into the lobby. It's a pretty big lobby, but we're gonna do some cool things with it. We'll probably do some couches and stuff like that, so when customers are here or candidates are here, they're comfortable. We'll probably have maybe 1 or 2 TVs, probably 1, and it'll play our videos like we normally do. But it's a big room, so we're thinking over here that we could build like a glass countertop across. Think Apple showroom, and you have like this thing across and multiple, kiosk type little tablets on there with headsets, and it might say something like, click here to learn about this, or click here to learn about this, learn about IT security, or learn about online marketing, or different things. So when people are here, they could go up to these stations here, and maybe there's some bar stools, and they can learn more about different subject area instead of just watching the video and that type of thing. There's even more room than that, so we can think of some new ideas. We can put it in the lobby here. So we're going to replace this. We hate key fobs or whatever you call them, those cards, because then you got to carry them with we'll probably switch over to biometric like we do at our building. Not sure if we're even going to need this one. It depends. If there's another tenant in the building, and there could possibly someday be a door over there that goes to another tenant, because as you'll see, the building's very large. We don't need all the space. We'll probably have biometric to get in the front door and biometric maybe to get into here, depending on how the building splits up. Over here, by the way, this space, this will be future. It's 12,000 square feet, which, to give you an idea, that's the equivalent of all of upstairs at Miles Technologies. Actually, Miles Technologies upstairs is only like 10,000 square feet. So right over here is another whole floor where 80 to 100 people could work. But we're gonna rent that out in the beginning because the building's just really big. But going back to this wall we inherited, we're thinking timeline, like where we kind of explain where we started. And in 1997, maybe there's a picture, if we could find something that's good, of Dan Carpenter with his bowl haircut in 1997. And then maybe we also intermingle other things that happened in 1997, right? Maybe some current events that are, political or otherwise, and then maybe, what did technology look like back then, right? And then you keep coming down. In the year 2001, we moved into the building in Marlton, and here's, and there was also the Gulf War, right? The second one, or 9/11, or whatever it ends up being. We have different things on here, and as time goes by, down here we explain Miles Technologies' role, and maybe even our service offerings, how they evolved, and the people that came, and maybe we do even put the people on there. Not sure, but it's a big long wall, so you get this big long timeline. Over here at the end, I'm thinking, obviously it's current, but it also talks about the client a little bit and what we're doing for the client. So Steven's filming right now, but I'm going to need his help creativity-wise, because that's about 60 foot of timeline, which would be pretty neat. All right, so we're doing that. From here over, take a look at that hallway. It's pretty long, right? Think 15 years or 10 years from now, Miles Technologies has expanded all the way down there and put even more people. This building can have, our building in Morristown, fire code is 229 people. Here, it's 1,700 people. Not that you would probably put them all in this building, but it could fit a whole lot of people. We could grow to be an 800, 900, 1,000 person organization inside of this building. So we're going to rent that out. So from here over is that. Okay, we turn this way. Very important thing, we have bathrooms, right? No, that's cool. We do have bathrooms, by the way. Look in here, picture the tour. This is our data center and our project staging. So it's going to look really cool. So over there where that blue column is, picture a cage like we have up in front of Mission Control, but 6 to 8 times the space, really. Well, about that, because it's a big square. And we're going to put 16 cabinets there. We have 12 now. It's not like we need incredible expansion room there because everything gets smaller, you know. But we're going to have, you know, really good-looking cabinets over there. And then picture in this big area, there's tables that are counter height that you set up the servers and do all that, kind of like we do in the boiler room now, but many stations, so we can do a really good job and not hurt our backs working, you know, on the ground. This is going to become Miles University, but it's going to be many rooms. There's 4 rooms. So picture where this blue wall is. We put a wall, and blue column is. We put a wall across, and this is Miles University #1 right here. And this is bigger than our current Miles University right here. And the way we're going to lay it out is going to be in 2 U's, a big U and then a smaller U, and it'll fit about 65 to 70 people right in this room for education. Up on the front, we got multiple screens or whatever else we're doing, and you know, education's going to become a really big part of us. I want to expand what we're doing, you know, not just teach IT, you know, not just teach the basics of IT, but go deeper, right? Go with security, different things like that. Not just teach all of that, teach programming. Teach graphic arts, online marketing, all the different things that we do, you know, expand our Miles University. And that's why we'll have 4 different classrooms. So you can see where the blue column is. And then over here is the 4th one. And that way, you know, Miles University, sometimes, you know, you need it, but it's not available. Well, it's going to be pretty hard to fill this capacity. We're going to have 4 times the capacity. Okay, so this is going to be our cafeteria. It's going to be fantastic. But I want you to look at this wall for a second. So as we're walking by here, we're going to put these nice big windows in there. Like you saw when we were first coming in and we saw the projects room, you have that nice big window with the whatever X's in it. Picture 2 big ones of those so you're kind of seeing into the cafeteria. So we got like these big hibachi tables. They're 15-foot wide, 6 foot deep. You know, big tables that can fit 12 people on bar stools around it. And then this is like a big prep area, so it's like a big hibachi. And then you turn around and there's every appliance that you need right here. And you know, multiple people can be behind here fixing their sandwiches or making their eggs or whatever they're doing. And then picture that there's 3 of those same things coming down the line. So you're going to be able to fit 36 people just at the bar stools, right? And then beyond that, we'll put other tables. But you see that wall right there? We're going to open that wall up. We're going to cut big cutouts into it so it flows into the recreation area, which I'll show right now. These big electrical boxes and stuff, they're either going to be enclosed or they're going to be moved. But they're probably going to be enclosed. Because moving them, I don't know, what do you use, scissors or something? You just use scissors, right? You just cut those wires and then move this. We'll probably just enclose them. All right, now it's a little dark out right now, and I don't know how to turn the lights on. But here's the deal. Remember, these big cutouts, this whole thing's going to flow into here. Picture like AstroTurf connecting the 2 rooms, so it's like a real outdoor feel. Over here, in this area right here, there's going to be a beginner, an intermediate, and an expert ping pong table, because I'd like to play ping pong again, and all we have is an expert table. So we're going to have that. And then over here, there'll be a couple billiards tables, right? People have talked about being able to shoot pool. I think we got enough room. I don't think your stick's going to hit anywhere. Picture the longest what's that called? Shuffleboard? The longest shuffleboard table you can get right over there. And picture, now this is going to be enclosed. Picture this is all enclosed. And over here is like gym equipment, maybe treadmill or spinning bikes or whatever. Put some TVs on the walls or whatever there. Okay, now these cutouts that are made for garage doors, we're going to move this electric definitely, this stuff over there. We're going to enclose this so you don't see it. And then just picture these garage doors are all busted out, and they're good looking. If you ever seen it like a PJ Willehan's where the garage doors open up, we're going to do that. We might have one of them be man doors to go out, but the other ones, when it's a nice day, you're going to be able to open these up all the way down and then walk out into a patio out back. And the out back patio will have tables, chairs, and maybe a bunch of other things. Dream about like maybe a gas fire or something. Hot tub? Nah, maybe not all that. Okay, this is pickleball because that's fun. If you haven't played pickleball, it's really fun, but the balls don't go far and they don't hurt people. So picture a pickleball court here, and then over here, picture a half-court basketball over here. All right, this last garage door right here will be the same type, but it'll be functional, meaning that even though there's a basketball court here, there'll be like a corridor here where equipment and things like that can be brought in and then walk down the aisle, with a cart, and then bring it down here. This is going to be really cool. Picture this looks like a store. It's like a corner store here with a big window and a door, and it says Miles Marketplace or Miles Market, and it's going to say a slogan underneath. Everything from peanut butter to servers, right? Because back in this giant room here is going to be our purchasing department and all of our inventory. It's a really big room, and Beth and Cindy will be back in here. So when you want equipment for your customer or whatever else, you're going to come in, you're going to go to the Miles Market, go in the door, they're going to get it for you. So it's going to be pretty cool. All right, we're heading down the hallway, and remember there's these big windows here so that you can see into the cafeteria. And the windows, by the way, look like these, right? And then when you come down, there's the gymnasium with everything else. And we're going to put big windows over here too, so you can kind of see into the fun, right? When you walk down, customers can see into the fun without interrupting. So that's going to be nice. All right, now this is our conference rooms. They're really right in a row, nice conference rooms. Every one of them is bigger than every conference room we have. They're all 18 by 20. So they're nice big rooms. Might not be as long as A1, but it's definitely wider. And A2 is pretty big. So these are all big, 18 by 20s. There's 4 of them down this hallway. So it'll be like our conference room hallway. We're going to have a testing room. These are both identical. They're big rooms. It's probably as big as our testing room now, if you take a look. So picture 3 or 4 work areas for people who are candidates being tested. And you have another one over here. So maybe we grow that into 2 testing areas, or maybe it's something else in the beginning. A bunch of other offices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 offices over here. Some of them might be breakout rooms, or they might be offices for individuals. And then this is the big room, which is going to house the majority of our staff. Essentially, we're going to design it where teams can design their own areas. So, picture an 18-foot by 17-foot area, because that's approximately what it is. We're going to duct tape down, maybe use colored duct tape, and that's going to be like a team's area, and then they're going to be able to grab whatever Legos they want, whatever glass they want, and build whatever they want. And that's the plan. So each one of these team areas, so there's 30 team areas in this space down here, and then it goes to the right. So picture 30 team areas with 5 to 7 people in them. So that's pretty much all of us. We all fit in this area. And then around the outside are the folks that have offices, separate offices, and it's actually on the other side here too. So essentially the whole room is flanked by private offices. Okay, then over here, right behind us through this glass will be our big generator. It'll be a 150 kW generator. It's already ordered. Right now we have a 60 kW. That's going to allow us all to work when we have a power outage, and our data center. You know how we passed the bolt on the roof? Now you gotta be brave, because it's pretty high up there. Now Martha, Dan Carpenter and I came here and we both jumped right on that ladder, and then right behind us, Martha was right there too. Or maybe she might have went up before us, I'm not sure, but she went right on that roof, no problem. So it's a little scary. So, you know, more offices, you know, like we were talking about, but over here, we're gonna build a lounge. And it's right here, it's a big room. And this will be where if you wanna go read a book, we're gonna put a door on this. So you wanna go read a book, you wanna take a, you know, close your eyes for a little bit. I'm not sure what else, because it's a pretty big room, but I'm sure we'll think of ideas. Right here is gonna be 2 doors, all right? They're gonna be showers. So if you did go play basketball or whatever else and you wanted to take a shower, so you'd walk through the door and you'd have a little changing area, a little sink, and a shower. So there's 2 of them. They're for anybody to use, you know. We have some bathrooms over here. And just to show you, this is where those showers are gonna be. It was a coffee room. So we're gonna have a giant cafeteria, so we're gonna turn these into those showers. This is a peek into Miles University, room 3. If we're boring, if we come up with a better name, great, but it's hard, you know, if you don't call things numbers. People talk about the conference rooms being different things, but boy, I know exactly where conference room number 1 is already. It's right down there. You walk in here, these are all private offices in these internals. Both sides, private offices again. And this is nice conference room number 5. So this one's a little bit bigger. It's almost square. Let me turn the light on. So we're gonna have almost a giant square table in here, and we're gonna put the screens up on this side, over on this wall, not where they had them. So this is all future expansion over here. Like we're gonna take it right away, meaning that nobody else will move into it, but we don't need it yet. But eventually we'll expand into here. Obviously you can fit a bunch of other work areas here, some more offices over here. And when you look at these rooms, I mean, a lot of them are just, you know, they're just enormous. Like, take a look at that room. And this space here, which is part of the big room again, this is where we're gonna set up chairs for our annual meeting, which is January 18th. And so we're gonna have all kinds of chairs here. Martha and I, we bought all the chairs, but we were smart because we're gonna use them for Miles U. So they're gonna be nice chairs for all the Miles universities. So we're gonna set them all up here, and on that wall right there, we'll be doing our display for our meeting with the awards part of it. And then probably over there, we'll be doing our mingling, because this year we're doing the awards, we're doing the evening different, where for the first hour and a half, I think it is, we're gonna be just hanging out, having fun, and kind of like each person who represents their section of the business will be talking about what they are planning to do in 2018, and then we'll break from there, sit down, and only for like an hour or so, do the awards and all that. So. I think that's it. So welcome to our new home.